Hello there. Welcome back to the sixth episode of the Fandom Podcast. I'm Aaron. Josh is here as well, and so is Lewis again.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Back. Again.
Lewis, hello.
Hello.
All right. Yeah. We've got Lewis again on for Book of Boba Fett because currently it's a very good series, so we might as well get him on for every episode.
Yes. There's not much else to talk about.
Oh, honestly, I struggled to find stuff, and then I listened to somebody else's podcast and realised I might steal that idea, but yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
Anyway, moving on from that before I get, copyrighted or something, whatever happens nowadays with podcasts. Do people even care about podcasts?
No one cares.
Alright. Well, that's good for us then.
Anyway.
Yeah.
No one's going to copyright us.
Nah. Josh, do you want to get into Afterlife? Season 3, I think it is.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So season 3 came out on Friday. I've watched half of it so far. You know, you've not watched it, have you? You've not watched any of it, Alan.
I saw like the end. I saw like the ending of season 2 on Gogglebox, but.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So far it's quite good. It's very funny still. It's made me laugh quite a lot, which not even shows can make me properly laugh. So that's good. Yeah. I'd say it might be lacking a bit of the emotion from the other series, because the other series were quite a good mix of like emotion and humour, and I feel like it might just be missing some of that emotional side. But I'd say it is still the first half that I've watched, though that might come more in the second half, I'm not sure. Yeah, it's quite funny. Do you understand what it's about, Aaron?
Yeah, I understand that his wife...
You know, like the main premise, yeah.
Yeah, his wife dies, and he goes into, like, kind of depression, I think, or...
Yeah. Yeah, so, wife dies of cancer, and he gets depressed, and that kind of makes him be grumpy, and he also, like, starts being really rude to people, which ends up being really funny in the end. So yeah.
Seems like a classic Ricky Gervais character.
Yeah, it is. And so that you obviously get the emotion behind he's missing his wife, and he kind of wants to kill himself. But at the same time, you get the humour of him being rude to people and just not caring about what he's saying to people at all. Yeah, and I feel like it kind of follows on quite well in this new season. But yeah, that's it really.
Have you got a rating?
It follows on quite well.
Have you got a rating of it out of 10 or?
I'd say so far I'd give it a 7 out of 10.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Okay, next up we'll talk about the obvious Book of Boba Fett episode 3.
Yes.
Everyone ready, Lewis? You there?
Yep.
Right then. Okay, so first of all, I'm getting to one of the main points of this episode, the bikers at the start. They really seem... Yeah, they really seem to be hated by the Star Wars community.
I've seen a lot of hate, yeah.
Yeah. Personally, I don't mind them. I don't really acknowledge them that much. I just don't really mind them being there. But to other Star Wars fans, that might hurt.
Yeah.
So, Lewis, what's your
I think it's the first time I think Star Wars has really like focused upon the youth in like that sort of society, because like in first films you saw some of the kids on Tatooine. This is in the Phantom of the Menace, the first one.
Yeah.
where you see Anakin pod racing, and some of his friends like taking an interest in that. But other than that, there's not really much shown on the teenagers and young adults on planets like that. So I
Yeah.
think it's quite new. It's very sudden how we don't really know their names, but they're already working for Boba Fett, so...
Just
that's
think,
quite...
yeah, I think it's like something that the Star Wars. I think over time they'll probably be more appreciated in the series, but for now, I just think
I learn more about them
at the moment.
I thought this episode was very good in both storyline and action. I think it had the action with the Wookiee gladiator, who I can never remember his name, and I thought the storyline was also very well developed as well.
I'd say this has probably been one of the best episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
The Rancor, Lewis. I remember you getting very. Yeah, Josh, what are you gonna say?
I definitely liked the fighting with the Wookiee Black Chrysanthemum, I think his name is.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
And I liked the chase with the you group at the end on the bike.
Yeah, I swear to God, I hate that mare. That mare is like a flipping. He's a prick, he is.
That's what they wanted you to think.
Yeah. Yeah, Lewis, I know you got very excited about the Rancor and like Boba going about riding it. I thought that's maybe one way he gets his respect, like throughout Mos Vespa.
I don't know what it was. Just seeing a Rancor again, especially in that pit as well. It's gonna be good.
That was good.
It's like it's just when, like in the start, when they dropped Black Chrysanthemum in the crate in the pit, it was like it was good to see them using that again, but it just seemed empty without. It just didn't feel right not having a Rancor in there, but now it just makes Jabba's Palace really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd agree.
I think the way they're going down it is, which I think it looks pretty obvious. It's like Boba's getting quite angry. Like he seems to be losing this like idea of getting respect, and he might end up killing someone, and he might just be big crime boss again, or who knows.
I don't think he'll lose respect or lose that. I think he'll more. I don't know.
I think he might just.
He'll reflect back on his old ways.
Yeah, I think he'll. I'm looking forward to next episode, but I think we'll get something like that. Like he either kills the mayor, or he kills like the whole Pikes or something like that. Because I know we should probably be getting a war with the Pikes next episode, which I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah, because they killed these
Tusken Raiders. Yeah, so obviously there's a bit of backstory behind them as well. So I am really looking forward to this the next episode.
And if he starts killing the Pikes, well then maybe it will show you how he became a bounty hunter and how. Wait, no, what am I thinking? Because this is after, because he's now on the track to get his armor back, isn't he? So you have an encounter with the Jawas or.
Yeah, that's why I said like.
Mando.
Yeah.
We'll take it back to where he meets Mando and gets the armor.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Yeah, that would be good. Seeing how it all links up again.
So I think that's definitely sort of in a way confirmed. Mando will be in it.
And
hopefully Bosk, because that's also someone I'd like to see.
Yeah, Bosk I've seen before. I've not really. I know he was one of the bounty hunters in the fourth, The New Hope. Yes. Yeah. No.
Yeah, and he's he's got a bigger part in the non-film sort of thing, like the comics and the game Battlefront 2.
I will have a look at some. I will tell you what, we're going to Nottingham Comic Con this year, so I will pick up some Star Wars comics.
I'll get some more as well.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm really enjoying this series so far. Actually, I really, if the Star Wars series is this good, we're getting Kenobi as well. So, I think really this should be an extremely good year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I feel like it's got a very different feel as well after all of the Marvel series last year. It's nice to come back to like some Star Wars stuff and get that kind of atmosphere from it again.
Yeah, honestly, I actually think this series so far is already a big contender for my series of the year. But I may or may not have just spoken too soon or whatever, because Moon Knight might just come out. Oh yeah, yeah, we'll do a little bit of Moon Knight after we see this. So, overall rating of this episode, Josh.
I'd give it an 8 out of 10.
Okay, Lewis.
Yeah, 8 out of 10.
Okay, I've given it a 9 out of 10. Yeah, next we'll get into a little bit of Moon Knight now that I think about it. So we just saw like a small part there of him beating up somebody, and him also like transitioning into the Moon Knight suit. So I thought that was a small thing just to be pretty good, and then we're getting the trailer on Monday.
Yeah, we get the full trailer tomorrow, so that should be good.
Even this alone, I think actually does work well with, like, it does work well as a hype kind of thing. I think it works very well.
It does, but
yeah.
But a series like Moon Knight, where we don't know much about it already, they kind of need to give us something proper for once.
Yeah, give me 1 second, everybody, because my Barney B has just nicked something. So talk about something for a second.
Oh. Okay. What's he stolen? Oh, that's interesting.
And they're back. Yeah.
What did he steal?
I don't even know what he stole, to be honest. Yeah.
It has been confirmed that Oscar Isaac is Moon Knight, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
It is
Oscar Isaac, yeah.
Yeah, that's confirmed.
Okay then, so next up, most anticipated films of 2022. So I've got a whole list here. First of all, Uncharted, which thank God this movie exists, because otherwise I wouldn't be going to the cinema for the next 4 months.
I think after this movie, I may have to buy the game.
It's Tom Holland is. I don't really know the storyline of the game really, but I know Tom Holland's the main character. It looks good. It looks like a bit of a mix between like Indiana Jones and Mission Impossible, I guess.
Yeah.
I've probably just offended a lot of people there, but there we go.
Yeah, from the trailer, what it looks like.
Yeah.
You sort of put those two films together in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they definitely picked a good cast for it as well, because two of the biggest people, Mark Wahlberg and Tom Holland, is probably one of the most famous people in the world at the minute.
Yeah, well, he probably is, to be honest. It's after Spider-Man No Way Home, I think him and Zendaya are probably just very famous.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know much about Uncharted, but it looks interesting on the trailer.
What's your predicted rating for this, everybody? So I'll go first. I'd say 7 out of 10. You, Lewis?
I'm going to go high. I'm going to predict like a 9 out of 10. I think this is going to be good.
Okay, Josh, what about your predicted rating?
I'm going in the middle. I'm going to say 8 out of 10.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Next up, Morbius, which the more this goes on, I'm starting to think like the delay might have just been to build up hype. Because let's be honest, no, like Morbius wasn't really a huge talking point until it got moved. So
yeah, I feel like it might also be because you don't want it still competing in the box office with Spider-Man No Way Home.
yeah,
That's still doing so well at cinemas. I feel like they don't want it out while Spider-Man's still doing well. That might stop it from performing as well.
I'm really confused with it though, because how people are saying it's set in Andrew Garfield's time. They've got Michael Keaton, which is the Vulture in Tom Holland's Spider-Man.
It's so confusing.
When I'm looking at,
he's got the exact same name as he is in Tom Holland's.
Yeah,
so I'm unsure.
When looking at this all I can, this is going back to the theory I said last episode. My prediction for it is it's set in Andrew Garfield's universe. We will see a small cameo of Andrew Garfield, whether that's in a post-credit scene or whatever. But besides that, I think so. In Spider-Man No Way Home, when Andrew to Peter says, "Oh yeah, I after a while I stopped pulling my punches." So he looks like he might have killed one of the Sinister Six, but this is just my prediction because I watched The Amazing Spider-Man 2 the other day. I think they really are trying to make some kind of plan, and I think because Spider-Man No Way Home, I think Andrew Garfield returned in that. I think this is a real big opportunity for them to go full out with Andrew Garfield's Sinister Six.
Yeah, I know they were planning the Sinister Six.
Yeah.
Andrew Garfield. I know they'd literally got loads of films planned to do with Sinister Six and the Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah, I personally think this is.
They cancelled them all.
I personally think this is the way it's going, and I think this film is kind of to promote it, which is why it kind of has the murderer with Andrew Garfield on there, because I think he's probably killed somebody. Or killed a few.
Then again, it could be referring to Tom Holland for killing Mysterio.
That's what I've seen, but I don't really, that can't really click with me. Otherwise, I feel like they would have released it before. It was meant to be released before Spider-Man No Way Home, but I don't believe it.
There's definitely Spider-Man in it.
Oh yeah, it's definitely Spider-Man. Yeah.
Yeah, somewhere.
There's Michael Keaton, which is the Falcon. Then I'm looking at Google cast, and then there's J.K. Simmons, who plays J. Jonah Jameson. So it's definitely Spider-Man.
There are some, yeah.
To Andrew Garfield, they've got a villain from the Tom Holland, and they've literally got a picture of the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. So. Which makes it really confusing, because where's it set?
Yeah, it is confusing. Next up, Doctor Strange. Oh wait, actually predicted racing. So, Lewis, what's your predicted racing?
8 out of 10.
Josh, predicted racing?
I'm gonna go for 8 out of 10 as well.
You know what? My predicted racing. I actually feel like this film's going to do extremely well, and I'm really going to like it. So 10 out of 10, I think. But it's probably going to end up spoiling me in the end, isn't it?
Wow.
No, I'm actually really excited for this film.
Can see it going down a similar path to Venom, where it does quite badly.
It could do because it's a Sony film, but I feel like they have it more prepared this time. And you never know, we might even see a post-credit scene with Venom. So, who knows?
Yeah, they've probably learned from Venom now, to be fair.
Yeah.
From how badly the first Venom film did.
Or hopefully they have.
Do better.
Let's hope they have. Doctor Strange 2. Um,
Well, there's too much to say about this film.
honestly, this if Morbius is a 10 out of 10, then so is this film. I mean, American Chavez being released, being debuted in this film. I'm extremely looking forward to this with the Supreme Strange, which I'm looking for, like Evil Strange.
Yeah.
It's all looking really good in this.
Yeah, and the amount of cameos from like old Marvel films rumored.
Oh, it's like Tom. Well, apparently,
so many.
Yeah, I'm hoping just for the. What was it? Yeah, just for the sake of it, let's just get one of the old Hulks in as a cameo. No one ever
They
talks.
don't overload it with that though.
Yeah, no one ever talks about the Hulkverse, do they? Nah, it's always the Spider-Verse, isn't it? Let's put some respect. Let's put some respect on the Hulkverse, okay?
The Hulkverse was terrible.
Yeah, no, it was actually. It's like this. It was, but the Edward Norton one actually I quite enjoyed. So, but I don't think he. Oh,
yeah, but what about the other one?
He's definitely not coming back because of the fact he's got some disagreement with Kevin Feige.
Yeah.
I could never watch that Hulk film.
Well, which one? The first one or the second? Like just the Hulk. Hulk, that's it. Yeah.
It's not the MCU one. It's.
Oh yeah,
the other one.
Yeah, that really. It's so. I watched the whole thing, and afterwards, it's like, Christ above. I'm so glad that, like, if this was like one of the first Marvel ideas, I'm so glad they recovered from this because it was so bad.
It's like a steroided Shrek.
Yeah, like so yeah. Hey,
just look it up. It's way too green.
Yeah, we've moved on pretty quickly from Doctor Strange, haven't we? So, yeah, let's just give our predicted rating. So I'll go first, 10 out of 10. Josh?
I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10 as well.
Lewis?
I've not seen the first Doctor Strange, so I may need to watch that. But from what it looks like and from what Spider-Man's created, I think it's going to be a 9 out of 10, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Not really much to say about this next film. Thor, Love and Thunder. You get Christian Bale as Gore the God. Is it? Yeah, it's Gore the God Butcher, which I'm looking forward to seeing him. Guardians of the Galaxy as well. Guardians of the Galaxy are always my favourite, so looking forward to seeing this one again.
It sounds like it's going to be like Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah, I'm hoping
with the style of it, but with more interesting storyline or detailed storyline.
Yeah, I'm really hoping they go down this Thor Ragnarok route again because I love Thor Ragnarok. It's such a out of all three of the Thor films.
Back in it.
Wait, what? Yes.
Where were you looking, Lewis?
Google Cast. Just Benedict Cumberbatch. This is Benedict Cumberbatch, like Doctor Strange.
What, for Thor Love and Thunder?
The cast is terrible.
It doesn't say who he's playing.
It does, to be fair. I'm looking now. It
Wait,
does.
honestly, for which film is this?
Thor Love and Thunder.
Well, to be fair, Doctor Strange has where Benedict Cumberbatch has done a few things.
It
I mean,
also says
I don't really know what's going on anymore.
It's, to be fair though, Google Cast is very wrong. Because like it says here as well, Jeff Goldblum's going to be back in it as the Grandmaster.
No, actually, that might actually be true. You know, I've actually seen a theory about that ages ago.
Do you reckon it is though?
No, I actually no.
No,
apparently he's actually returning for it. So
at least Korg is coming back. That's all that matters.
Yeah, all respect, Korg. We gotta get through this pretty quickly, actually. So, predicted rating, Josh.
I'm going to say 9 out of 10.
Okay, Lewis?
9 out of 10.
I'll go for 9 out of 10 as well. Okay, next up, Black Panther 2. Again, not really much about this film. Hopefully they
Not
honour...
really heard much.
No, hopefully they honour Chadwick in a good way. Obviously, this Letitia Wright has injured her arm, so yeah, I think
They're back filming now, I think.
Are they? Yeah. I mean, hopefully, the only thing I want to see out of this film is Namor, and that if it happens, if Namor's in this film, then it's a good film for me. Do you know who?
Okay.
Do you know who Namor is? Either of
Fair
you?
enough. I do, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Lewis, do you know who Namor is?
Nope.
He's like the Marvel Aquaman. Guess that's the best way to explain it.
Oh. How have they brought him back here? How have they brought him into?
I don't know. He's I think he's actually been bought by. Yeah, I think the rights do own to someone else, but we'll see. Next up, the Batman. Oh wait, no, Black Panther predicted rating. I'll go first. 8 out of 10. Josh.
I'm going to say an 8 out of 10 as well.
Okay, Lewis.
I really enjoyed Black Panther 1. I don't think they'll be able to do it as good without Chadwick, but yeah, I think an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, I obviously I don't mean anything bad to Black Panther, but it's just not the same without the actual Black Panther. So they're gonna have to make up some kind of storyline good for it. But
It'd be good to see what they do with it.
Do it though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Batman next up. Looking forward to. Obviously, DC fans are more excited about this one, but I'm just like, yeah, this is looking really good. So yeah.
Yeah, for me, I don't know much about DC, and I'm not that interested in it, but it looks decent. So,
yeah. It looks good, so I'm looking forward to seeing this.
Yeah.
Obviously, we've got the couple trailers that both look alright, so yeah, predicted rating.
It looks alright.
Yeah, Lewis, what's your predicted rating?
7 out of 10, to be fair. Yeah.
Okay, Josh, predicted rating?
I'm going to say 8 out of 10.
Okay, I'll go for a 8 out of 10, yeah. The next few films we'll do a predicted rating on because we're running out of time, but we got The Flash, Aquaman 2, Mario, Fantastic Beasts. I think Fantastic Beasts we did do before. I'm just hoping this doesn't go down as really extremely boring.
No, we did talk about Fantastic Beasts.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I enjoyed the second one, to be fair. I think...
I just can't really... Like, the first one was like, oh my god, okay, this is actually quite good. The second one, they could have probably ended it there, but I'm hoping they don't... I'm hoping they end it on this one.
I think they're planning on making 5, Alan. You do realise that.
What, they're planning on making 5?
I'm sorry, you can't drag it on that long.
Oh, it's not even based on a book series though. That's my main complaint about it. Which I didn't mention it last time, but it's not based off a book series, which is why I don't think it's that great. Yeah.
Harry Potter has 8 films in itself. This one's coming up on 3. That's 11.
Yeah, it's quite a lot, to be fair.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be good to see what happened to Harry Potter, like, as he's grown up. Does he come back to Hogwarts? Does he become a teacher?
This is in the past. Fantasy Beasts is set in the past.
Oh, I know, but, like...
Oh, yeah.
It would be good to see a film about...
Yeah, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. We're gonna have to end it. We're gonna have to end it there because there's about 30 seconds left. Yeah. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week. Bye.